Hello, Dr. Marcus Robinson here, your integrative wellness coach. Greetings. And I wanted to speak with you today to demystify and really bring out the truth around cholesterol and how it impacts your body. And cholesterol is quite nuanced, so there's maybe two pathways that you really want to try to understand. So I'm going to take them separately. Because they have an impact on each other. So just thinking about cholesterol and its relationship to cardiovascular health. That has to do with the amount of serum cholesterol in your blood that when combined with sugars and other issues that deteriorate the endothelial walls of your arteries and veins, which is to say corrodes them, and plaques occur, and those plaques are generally, really about how much serum cholesterol and sugar you have in your body. Now that how you deal with that is dietary. You really have to work that to keep your both your blood sugars and your and your fats in your diet, bad fats. Or I shouldn't say bad fats, but you just gotta make sure your body's able to metabolize them properly. So what am I really saying here? So a good lipid profile would have your total cholesterol somewhere in the 150 to 200 range, and your high, your good cholesterol, the HDL, in above 60. 60, 65, 70, 55 even is good. All of that, just to, keep it up north of 50, 55, you'll be fine. And then keep those LDLs as low as possible. And then there's these lipoproteins, LPA and LPB. Those need to be kept minimized as well, because those smaller proteins, so smaller fat molecules, can become problematic. So how do you do that? You manage it with diet and nutrition, and we'll get to that in another segment. And that's important because, again, for your heart health and for your cardiovascular health. Now, cardiovascular, I'm also talking all the way down to the capillaries, where capillaries can become frayed and corroded, if you will, damaged, if you will, from sugars and cholesterol. And that could cause kidney problems, could cause liver problems, but more importantly, it's associated with dementia and all of those problems. So that gets right to it. So that you're not only are you protecting your heart, but you're also protecting your other vital organs, and you're protecting your brain by managing your serum cholesterol's low. And a good rule to follow is that you want your total cholesterol to your high density cholesterol levels, the HDLs, to be about 3-to-1 or less. So in other words, if I had 157 total cholesterol, I would want my HDL to be at least 50. And if I was at 200, I would want that number to be at least 70. Can you hear that? Because you want to be a 3-to-1 ratio. Now, that will protect your heart, your cardiovascular system, and be protective for the brain. Now, the brain is very different of cholesterol-wise from the rest of your body. Brain makes its own supply. It is so important. Cholesterol is so important to the brain that it has its own cholesterol-making system, and it's less impacted by what you take in dietary-wise and what's in your bloodstream. But nonetheless, it's a part of the same overall body function. And as your body learns to manage blood sugars at the serum level, it will have a corollary effect, I say, in the brain's ability to manage its supply of cholesterol and to use it properly as well. And in all cases, when the body is not using it well, it boils down to cellular voltage and mitochondrial dysfunction, and really paying attention to the health of the cell, the metabolism of the cell itself. So that's a lot. I'd ask you to listen to this several times, but the big ideas are serum cholesterol. You can definitely manage it with diet and exercise and sunlight and sound, if you will. But your main tool is your lifestyle and your diet. And when you do that, you help your heart, you help your head, and then when you are managing that really well, your body learns to manage its own brain production of of cholesterol better too, so that your likelihood of having a cerebral accident, a cardiovascular accident, or some other dysfunction goes down when you manage your lipid levels to an appropriate level. I hope that helps. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. I'm Dr. Marcus Robinson, your integrative wellness coach. Let me help you live better, healthier, longer.